Hey everybody, it's Gauntlet X, and welcome back to the cursed format that is best of one sealed. We're spending $30 for a 1 in a million chance at a physical booster box of Lorwyn Eclipsed. Without further ado, let's bust open these packs and see what we get to play with today. We've got double Ashling's Command. If we get a good Elementals deck, Abigail is a completely busted black or white rare. You target any of your other creatures, make it like just even a 3/3 flying first strike lifelink is wild. But if you can get something bigger like a 4/4 5/5, that's super strong. Double Tristan is interesting for elves, and they play well with Moon Shadow if we go green black elves. Then there's a Brigid here for green white Kithkin, and a good blue draw spell with Flitterwing Nuisance. So a lot of places to go. I think Ashling's Command is the strongest of those rares, so I would hope our blue-red elemental stuff is really good. And we do have double Cinder Strike, a Seer, double Feed the Flames, a Giant Fall. We've got good removal in red. We don't have any other blue-red cards. We didn't get any of the uncommon elementals like an Eclipse card or something. That's a big bummer. That's actually a really big miss here. We do have the Rhyme Speaker, which plays really well with double Ashling's Command. The Explosive Prodigy plays well with it too. Did get a big Kolrath Zealot. That's pretty interesting to me. Wow, we need a lot more cards. A lot of these blue cards are just not very good in blue-red. I guess we can play the counterspell here in sealed. Our green seems kind of absurd. I'm not so sure this Ashling's Command thing's going to work out, because this just doesn't look like it really got there on the elemental count. I mean, we play a Sneakling for another one, a Graspling for another one, we play Spikeling. This looks pretty fine. We do have a lot of red removal. Green-black, though, gives us a Loyalist and Morkant's Eyes and double Tristan to mill. There is an Assert Perfection for removal in green. Double Virulent Emissary to gain a bunch of life throughout the game. Our white also looks pretty good, like white Kithkin stuff. Let's just check out all the colors. It's trying to go fast, but I don't think the sealed pool is one where it's going to be incredibly obvious where we end up. There's a lot going on in a lot of different colors. So by playing white, we get Abigail and we get Brigid. We get double Kinsbale Aspirant to curve out, double Foul Knight at the top of the curve. White aggro looks pretty real here. There's double Spiral into Solitude as well. Shutting off blocks. What if I can go blue-white or red-white and splash in the third color to still play the Ashling's Commands? Maybe red-white because red had a bunch of great removal and blue didn't look that good. But white looks pretty real. Very solid as a color. Blue. Maybe blue looks like it pairs better with white than it did with red. We can't really play Tome Skimmer. Triple blue is a very hard sell. Flittering Nuisance. We will have some more Merfolk in the color pair to help out. And the Rhyme Speaker does still play really well with those Ashling's Commands. Solidly in general. Blue-white Splash Red looks actually kind of reasonable. We don't really have good fixing in the pool. We've got our one Evolving Wilds and that's it. But that looks interesting. What about our black? That Abigail is obviously a huge pickup. Not too much outside of it, though. The removal is really bad. Just one Reckoning Hex that only kills small stuff. And there's quite a few really filler creatures. Yeah, black is not the greatest. Red is a gigantic stack of removal. Double Feed the Flame Seer, double Cinder Strike, Giant Fall, Boulder Dash. Explosive Prodigy. See, even the best red creature that we have is removal as well. I feel like we can go like blue-white splash in the red and just throw in removal-y stuff, like even Prodigy can come in. And then green. It's really good at working with Morkan size. Because it has double Tristan milling itself, and it's got the Loyalist for green-black. That's like the one thing going for the green. One removal spell. Not the greatest curve, but it has some okay creatures throughout. It's really just trying to fuel Morkan size, get maximum value from that. So it is an interesting color. It's certainly not unplayable, but I'm thinking the blue-white splash red looks good. We do have a core and a Wickermaw as well. So we can go core and Wickermaw. For double Ashling's command. Okay. I did cut a Wary Farmer I should not have yet. So blue-white splash red. I don't even know what the best red cards are to splash out of all of these. Is there a world where I'm red-white splash blue? I don't know, but I'll put all the cards in so that we can check. Brigid without being able to flip to green is actually pretty mid. 3 mana for a 3/2 and a 1/1. I mean, good, but not great. We have a Wickermaw and the Furdok core, so very rarely, but once in a while, we'll be able to flip the Brigid. She's still definitely worth running. The blue has a lot better, like, cheap aggressive creatures, and I really like trying to just tempo people out here. Yeah, I think I'm sticking to blue as the core. The red has some, like, goblin-specific stuff, some blight-specific stuff. It's, like, all over the place enough to just go blue-white here. We're on 29 creatures. Let's go ahead and cut at least 12 creatures. So the best one-drops are all in here. Quite the curve. And what do we want at 2 mana? Definitely Encumbered Reejerey. Silvergill Mentor. Abigail for sure. Wickermaw for the splash. If we run all of our merfolk, we have 7 merfolk and 4 shapeshifters. Shapeshifter, shapeshifter, merfolk, merfolk, cut, cut. And Tributary Vaulter's as good as possible. Vaulter, Brigid, Farmer, Feastling, cut, cut. Actually like the Flyer and Sealed. A little tempted to cut a little bit of the merfolk, like the Scoundrel and the Vaulter that are just not good by themselves. They really need the additional merfolk out. Maybe cut Preacher and still have 4 1-drops. 6 2s. That's still a really, really low curve. Towards Foul Knight. Damage. Cut Graspling up here. Cut Stratosaur. Zealot. Just hyperspeed curve out. This is still 20 creatures. Maybe we have enough on-color removal to splash exclusively the Ashling's commands. Okay, Crescendo's going to be bad. Rhymeshow's going to be expensive. 4 more cuts. Personify Abigail goes nuts. Let's cut the counter and the runaway together to try to keep Personify at all costs. I can't cut the other removal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 non-creature cards. Yeah, and then we just cut 2 more creatures. Go super deep on the white so that we hit double white as consistently as possible. Could cut our weakest blue cards like Glamourmite and Sneakling to stay super heavy on white. Make the mana base a little easier. Like this. This is 17 lands, but the curve stops at 4 with a Convoke card. Oh wait, no, it's got command at 5 as well. Could maybe cut 1 land. Put another 3-drop back in. Land for a Glamour Might or something. Play Feastling just to play more white cards. Sure. Okay. Blue-white tempo. Blue-white curve into Foul Knight and hope that kills them immediately, and then if it doesn't, finish with an Ashling's Command. It's a strat. It's a strat for sure. We'll call it a deck there. Hop into the gameplay. See how far this one can take us. Alright, here we are on the play for game number 1. Just run out that Encumbered Reedry and try to start buffing it up every turn, removing counters from it. Drawing a Keep Out. Really looking to draw some lands here. Any lands are good. There's a Surly Farrier to block, sadly. Shut up, Windows. No Reedry attack here. Let's go Spikeling. Aspirant, I might be able to play Aspirants and another 2-drop in the same turn. Like Aspirant plus Personify. Brigid. Turn 3 from our opponent. Curving out with the Kithkin rare. Still 0 lands drawn. We'll play Aspirant, choosing Spikeling. Pass here. I guess we can send the Spikeling in. So now Brigid taps for 1,000,000 mana. And they can just dump their hand out here. Prideful Feastling. And then Vinebred Brawler off of the Brigid. We make it to Ashling's Command, we still can win this pretty hard, but right now we are missing lands every single turn. I think we need to keep out the Brigid so they don't get any more creatures or any more mana next turn, but quite a bit behind on board. Buff the Brawler, force a double block here. It's rough, but I can't let it keep getting in forever. That Feastling's gonna keep draining me for 4, plus Brawler hitting for 4 alongside it. It's 8 damage a turn and they gain 4. Gangly Stompling. It's another card small enough to die to Ashling's Command if we make it there. There's our land. Play Brigid for maximum number of blockers. Actually think at 16 I attack with this Reedry here. Get it big enough to also trade in a Prideful Feastling. Oh boy. Thought-Weft Imbuer with a Trampler on board. Go to 6. And that's not removal. World's Saddest Abigail, but I have the Personify. Get rid of Thought-Weft Imbuer's abilities and pass. I could poke us for 1 a turn with this Imbuer thanks to Surly Farrier. But if I don't deal with that Exalted ability, I'm just dying because I can't kill the Stompling. Got the flying spell for it anyway. Yeah. Forced me to chump with Abigail and I can't Personify. I'm not sure if there are any draws that live another turn. Because I'm going to 1. I guess I'm going to 2. Because I'm going to 2, if I hit Spiral into Solitude on the Stompling, I can take the 1 damage from Imbuer. Oh. Just an even bigger Trampler, and we still don't draw a land. Brutal. Is what it is. If we had hit lands there to the Ashling's command, we might have stood a bit of a chance, but that adherence was probably going to kill us regardless. Just a really good hand from our opponents. Stand by the Keep. I mean, it had 3 playable cards, 2 lands from the start. It just took a very, very long time to hit the 3rd. And I don't even think that's a problem with running 16 lands over 17 lands, because the difference between a 16 land deck and a 17 land deck in terms of how quickly it's going to draw the next land is marginal percentage wise. It's not going to on average affect it nearly as much as it did that game. So that is just some variance for you. Part of a best of 1 sealed. Moving on to game 2, we'll start with Flittering Nuisance turn 1. There's Timid Shieldbearer. Already drawing lands faster here. Could Spiral into Solitude right off the bat. This hand does not have a lot of creatures, so I don't think it's crazy to Spiral Shieldbearer. I guess we'd rather keep out on Shieldbearer than Spiral. Because we can Spiral bigger cards and we can Spiral cards that are untapped as well. But I do think we're going to blow one of our 2 removal spells. Just be under less pressure. There's Festival. Play the core to make sure that I have mana, or make sure I draw my 1 card off of Nuisance. I think I'm just going to guarantee I've drawn my 1 card off of Nuisance, even if they kill it with something next turn. Silvergill Mentor's nice. There's Thoughtweft Lieutenant to go with the Festival. That's a really nice combo. Every time they're spitting out one of those tokens, they're buffing your creature as well. Hit our land. Play Core plus Mentor or just Foul Knight. I honestly think I'm on just Foul Knight here, considering I have an Abigail coming up, and then we Abigail the Foul Knight next turn. So next turn, Core plus Abigail or Mentor plus Abigail if we really need blockers. Or Abigail holding up Personify is fun too. There's a lot of options. Our opponent casts a Midnight Tilling to do some digging and finds a Prisma Basher as a massive finisher. 6/6 trample, it's going to buff the board when it enters. Pyrrhic Strike the Foul Knight is pretty rough. Normally I wouldn't mind too much, but I need to keep somebody moderately chunky for Abigail. I guess this is going to be Silvergill Mentor Abigail on a Silvergill Mentor at this point. Gathering Stone for the turn on Kithkin. Finds a second Festival with a Thoughtweft Lieutenant on the board for the double trigger. That'll be scary. Attack with everybody in the sky twice in a row will be game, so just play the core holding up Personify. Play the Basher. As long as we're not dead here, they are dead on the Crackback, and we are not dead here, so we just take it. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yep. I could even just attack with the core. Instead of having played Personify there. Okay, that is 1-1 heading into game 3. Here we are on the draw for game 3. Perfect mana for anything we draw. Plenty of lands. It's a Rhyme Speaker we get to play pre Sky Swimmer. Mischievous Sneakling. Rude. I'll just get a 1-1 this turn then. There's Changeling Wayfinder. Kinsbale Aspirant is the draw. Oh, we do have a Shapeshifter on board, so we can double spell here. Next turn, play Rhyme Speaker and then tap out for Sky Swimmer. With Convoke to draw a card immediately. Silvergill Mentor and a keep out next turn. Dawn's Light Archer is their play. So the additional 2 is an additional cost to cast this spell, so it doesn't cost as a mana value for spell. So no reason to not behold this, because I won't draw a card off of not beholding it anyway. Keep out is not really good enough to protect Rhyme Speaker from any kind of trick. So I'm not going to send that in. Nameless Inversion on Sky Swimmer. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Shame. There's the removal for the Rhyme Speaker. Another Kinsbale Aspirant. Just whittle away the board here. Try to get it to a state where I can get all the tokens in. Sneakling on Aspirant. And that's it. They'll take the extra 2. Sure. Boggart Prankster. Only one other goblin, though. Just the changeling. There's another changeling. That one kills my Wickermaw. Kind of a top deck war here. Looks like things are pretty balanced, pretty stable on board. We clear out the 2 1/2s, then I'm tapping one of these every turn. Yeah, it's pretty even here. Just see who draws the best stuff off the top. Hold on to this island because they could have the fairy that makes me discard a card. Wild Vine Pummeler is a significantly good start. Feastling is okay. Need to play this land to be able to tap and have Keep Out up. Okay, Spiral's really good. War against Loyalist is even better. Jesus. I almost feel like I need to keep out the Archer now. So I can keep tapping Loyalist without worrying about it bringing back something from grave. Like Nameless Inversion at worst is already good. Oh my god, they are drawing straight gas. Loyalists into Eclipse Stealth. Into Maryland. Okay. Wow, they just hit double bomb off of our deck and exiled them forever. Well, I mean, what can you say? We got into a top deck war, and then they top decked Loyalist Elf Maryland, and we just got a land now. Oh, that's tragic. We're dead really fast. I've been better to go 1-1 and 2-1 there. And try to get a little bit of lifelink cracking back. Probably would. It's so irrelevant though. Because their draw this turns on Berry for double Elf, which is double Maryland trigger. One of which is Elf to draw another card. Yeah, we don't have any outs to this. I'm going to start recording the next. Save me some time. That's best of one sealed for you. We had one game of mana issues and one game of top deck war. And that's what we say where this is high risk, high reward, high variance. Who's going to draw the goods? They drew the goods and ripped all of our bombs off the top. They exiled Abigail Ashling's command, which were some of our ways to maybe flip that around. And then at that point, even if we hit the second Ashling's command, their stuff was so high toughness, it just doesn't matter. Gross stuff. Gross stuff. I think this was an okay deck. It was an okay sealed pool. It wasn't perfect because we didn't get to make something super consistent with it because we splashed around for Ashling's command, but I think this is such a ridiculously powerful card it would be worth it. We could have went for some really slow blue-red command deck and tried to do that instead, but I think this was a very reasonable strat, getting to play Bridget and Abigail and Reaping Willow and a bunch of these really strong cards. Just did not line up for us today, and that is 1 and 2 in today's attempt. But that is going to end today's video. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members for their support, as well as you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you're interested in seeing some more, you can always like, comment, and subscribe to tell the YouTube algorithm send some more in the recommended feed. If you'd like to catch me live, you can check out the Twitch channel in the link in the description below. And if you'd like to support the channel directly, you can check out the Patreon link in the description below. But other than that, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Magic Arena.